Man, game day. Game day. Showtime. It's an opportunity to show everything that I know. Woo! It's like your heart beating. It's racing. You're ready because you know you're prepared. You shot 1,000 shots. You ran 100 footballs. You showed up. You put in the work. And now it's time to perform. Heart beating. You put up 1,000 shots. Ran 100 balls. Now it's time to perform. What's up, Kipsters? It's your coach, Coach Lewis. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because it's game day. IA3, math exam. It's showtime, baby. Here we go. Before we get started, I'm gonna whip me up some food. I'm hungry. It's game day, but first you gotta prepare a meal. So with that, let's see what we have in here. Okay. Got a nice pot. All right, you know what? I'm hungry. All right, so I'm gonna go to my cabinet. This is almost like cribs, I promise you. All of this is for show. I just went out and I purchased this just because I knew I was gonna record this for you guys. So here we go. Woo, my favorite. Teriyaki noodles. Lo mein noodles and a sweet teriyaki sauce. Hey, so here we go. I'm gonna teach you something today. So on the back of here, because I don't know how to cook for real, but I do know how to read. So in here it says use 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. So we're gonna start with that. So here we go. Let me jump over here. 1 tablespoon. Oh man. Oh, it's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna use this. It says a third of a cup. So I'm gonna use that. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, why not? Oh, and it definitely said vegetable oil. My bad. Let me get some vegetable oil. Y'all got me nervous. It's game day though. All right, let me get a little bit of veggie oil in here. Woo! All right. Oh, that's not gonna work. It said a tablespoon. So, in thinking about how you prepare for the game, make sure you don't do what Mr. Lewis just did, because it definitely said tablespoon and I used cup. And so, the advice I want to give you today is simply this. Pay attention to your units. They're important, okay? If the question is asking you for a specific unit, make sure that you use that unit. So that's my first piece of advice. So, we're not gonna make teriyaki noodles today because I messed that all up. So I'm just gonna set this off to the side. Doesn't even matter. Don't even worry about it. Put the pot away, right? Put the pot away. Man, you know what? I got something for you guys. My heart racing. It's game day. I'm ready. You know what gets you prepared for the game more than anything? Remember what I learned last year as well as this year. So I'm gonna put it all together. So listen to this. Last year I learned how to use the oven. So I'm really gonna use this year, right? So I'm gonna put the oven on 400. And then some of you guys, because we talked, you guys know my favorite food. If you can guess, you'll get a ticket for the big fishbowl drawing that we're gonna do on Friday. But here it is. So what I knew last year, I learned this, how to set the oven. What I learned this year is how to bake a DiGiorno's pizza. So I'm gonna pop this baby right in the oven. Look at that. And I'm gonna use what I learned last year and what I learned this year to make sure that I'm eating tonight and making sure that I'm full. So I'm gonna pop this baby in the oven. Bam. So this is what just happened. I needed to make sure that I use what I knew last year, what I know this year to make it successful. So number 2, make sure that you use everything that you know from last year plus everything that you know from this year on this test today. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna take this out because I'm quite sure it's probably about to burn because I forgot to take the plastic off. I didn't learn that last year. All right, don't judge me. But here we go. On a more serious note, we talked about using the correct units. We talked about using what you know last year and what you know this year to be successful. Whew. Coach Lewis getting a little old, so I just wanted to sit down and I wanted to be serious with you guys for a second. It's also important that we show all of our work. Now, I know sometimes it's like, oh man, I just know the answer. But the answer isn't good enough. It's like you have to know the answer. You need to know how to articulate yourself to explain the answer. And you also have to write it down so that all of your teachers know that you truly know the answer and you know how to get there. And so number 3 is show all of your work so that we know that you know. And unfortunately, if you don't show all of your work, you'll have to go to work hard. And in work hard, we'll hang out. You'll hang out with Coach Lewis because obviously you need to practice a little bit more. And so I know that that's not going to be you. And so I don't expect to see anybody in work hard. The 4th thing, okay, and this is extremely important as well, is that you need to leave nothing blank. Make sure you double check your bubbles. Oh, that doesn't work. But you know that it's important that you double check your bubbles because why? Coach Lewis says so. And then finally, and last, but definitely not least, we talk about this all the time. I end everything that I talk about with this one simple message. As always, Kipsters, Coach Lewis, love you. But I'm not going to stop there because I want to recap. And so, number 1, what do? We make sure that we use the units that they're asking for in the exam. 2, we want to make sure that we use everything from last year and this year to perform well on the state exam. We're going to put all of that knowledge to work. And then 3, we're going to show all of our work, so that we are making sure that we're not going to work hard. And then 4, we also want to leave nothing blank. Make sure that you double check your bubbles. And as always, you guys can say it with me. 1, 2, 3. We love you.